Hello all my fellow muggles and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video I'm going to be trying out the SlimFast 7-day starter kit. Personally, I didn't know about SlimFast before I came over to the UK, so for anyone else that's not familiar with it, SlimFast is a weight loss eating plan. Therefore, before I continue with this video, I just want to preface it with a trigger warning for anyone that struggles with body image issues or a eating disorder. I really don't want this video to impact anyone in a negative way. Personally, I know how hard it is to deal with body image issues, and therefore I was very conflicted in whether I should do this video or not. On top of that, the SlimFast eating plan is quite controversial. If you go online, you'll find a lot of different opinions on whether it is a healthy eating plan, if it's sustainable, and if it actually works. So if it's so controversial and people are saying it doesn't work, why am I trying it? So the first reason was just because it sounded super simple and straightforward and easy to just implement in your everyday life. SlimFast calls it the 3-2-1 plan. So that's 3 snacks, which can be either a SlimFast snack or a fruit and veg, or any snack that's healthy and under 100 calories. Then we have 2 SlimFast meal replacements, which is a shake or a bar. And then lastly, it's 1 balanced 600 calorie meal, and for main it's a 800 calorie meal. They also mentioned that you should remember to take in 2 liters of water per day and also try to incorporate 30 minutes of light exercise every day. So now that you have a bit more information on how the diet works, I can tell you about the second thing that appealed to me. Personally, I am a super fussy eater and there's not a lot of fruits and vegetables that I enjoy eating. So the meal replacements in the SlimFast diet is something that really appealed to me because that meant I didn't have to bother with any extra veggies and salad. I know that I can't be the only one out there that's a picky eater and also struggles to eat healthy. So let's see if SlimFast is the solution for all our picky eaters out there. So like I mentioned, I'm using the SlimFast 7-day starter kit. This box basically contains mostly everything that you need for 7 days of the SlimFast eating plan. The only thing that's not included is one of the 3 snacks for every day, which they recommend you eat some vegetables or fruit. The 600 calorie meal per day is obviously also not included because you'll have to cook that at home, so just remember to pick up some ingredients to cook up that meal. So what does 7 days on the SlimFast weight loss plan look like? Starting with the meal replacements, we have the shakes. Firstly, we have the cafe latte flavor. Next up is chunky chocolate, which sounds pretty good. And then lastly, we have the summer strawberry flavor. So there's a total of 6 shakes. As I mentioned, there's also a cereal bar meal replacement, and I have the chocolate crunch flavor. For the snacks during the day, we have 7 snack bars and then 7 snack bags. The snack bags are like little pretzels and biscuits, and the one is in a cheddar cheese flavor and then the other one is a sour cream pretzel flavor. So quite nice snacks actually. For the bar snacks, we have chocolate delight flavor and then also a chocolate caramel treat. So I'm thinking these sound nice as like a little dessert after dinner. So it's day 1 of the SlimFast challenge for me. So I've taken my measurements and done the dreaded weigh-in. So at the end of this video, I'll share with you guys if I lost any centimeters or if I've lost any weight. So with all that being said, I think it's time for the taste. So I'm starting with the cafe latte shake and I'm just gonna give it a good shake. Then let's see what this actually tastes like. It's actually really nice. It's quite creamy. Sometimes with shake diets, the shake can be very diluted, but this is really nice and it has that coffee smell and flavor, so really liking this. So I'm gonna check in throughout the week and just give you an update on how I'm feeling. I'll also let you know how the snacks and the other meal replacement bars taste, and I'll be using the 600 calorie meal for my dinner. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast. I've been on the SlimFast challenge for 3 days now, so I thought I'd check in and give you guys kind of like an update on how I'm feeling. It's also actually time for my snack now, so I'll give you guys a little review of what it tastes like. I have found it a bit harder than I thought to be on the challenge. I just feel like in the day I'm not as full as I would usually be if I have a real meal, so I get hungry quite quickly, but I'm trying to eat later in the day, like my breakfast, so that it's like a shorter period until my dinner, which is the 600 calorie meal. It is also the first week, which is usually the hardest when it comes to a diet, so I think it's just a matter of my body still getting used to it. For my snack today, I'm eating the cheddar bites, so it's like these little triangle biscuits. So this is what it looks like. And they taste pretty good. It's just like a standard cheddar biscuit. It would be really nice if you had like a hummus dip or maybe like a cream cheese dip. Obviously that will take you over the calorie count for the snack, but I'm just thinking it would pair nicely with that. You can also substitute the SlimFast snacks with any healthy snack that's under 100 calories, so maybe some carrot sticks or some popcorn. So it's nice that you don't have to just rely on their products. Day number 5, and that means we're heading into the weekend. Weekends are always the hardest part of being on a diet. There's just so much more temptation, and I just feel like your motivation levels go down and you just want to really have that glass of wine. So for some extra motivation, I'm going to try out one of the SlimFast workout plans. So they have these workout plans and actually meal plans as well on their website. So I think it's pretty cool that they give you those extra resources to help you. So each workout plan has 4 days of workouts in it. So it's 2 cardio and 2 strength workouts. I haven't done these workouts before, so I'm just starting with the week 1 cardio workout and we'll see how it goes. So this workout has a total of 5 different exercises and we're starting with high knees for 30 seconds. Next up is skip on the spot. I guess you can also use a skipping rope if you have one, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to do the skip on the spot, and that's again for 30 seconds. Next up we've got sprint on the spot. Again, you guessed it, 30 seconds. I feel like I look ridiculous doing this one. Next up is skiers. You have to jump to one side and then do a lunge to the side and then repeat on the other side again for 30 seconds. Next up is footballers, and this isn't an exercise I've actually ever done before. It's kind of like high knees, but here you just bring up your ankle, tap the ankle and repeat on each foot. So I've just repeated each set 5 times, and you know what, it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Individually those exercises are super easy, but if you have to do them consecutively, fast paced, and they repeated 5 times, it does really bring up your heartbeat, and I'm sweating like hectically. But you know what, that's a good thing, shows it was a good workout. But now I'm ready for the weekend and I've started it on a healthy note, so I'm sure I'll manage to keep it going. I'll check in a few days again. We've made it to the last day. It's day 7, which means I am finished with the SlimFast 7-day starter kit. I actually just got back from a run, so I'm feeling quite like energized and a lot better than I did earlier this week. Maybe it's the endorphins, or maybe my body's just like kind of adjusted by now. Whatever it is, I'm glad that I'm feeling good and I'm proud that I've made it this far. Earlier this week I said that it was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, but I think if you just get into it, it's really not difficult to keep it going. And I mean, I hate running at the best of days, so the fact that I could go for a run now and, you know, still feel energized afterwards, I think that means that you do actually still, you know, get enough nutrients and calories to live a balanced lifestyle. That's obviously not a professional opinion, that's just me going on how my body is feeling at this moment. So obviously the proof is in the pudding, so I'm super excited to see the results, if there are any. But I'm already feeling a bit lighter and not feeling bloated or anything. So I'm only going to actually do the weigh-in and the measurements tomorrow morning, because I feel like then I've done a full 7 days. But I thought I'd show you guys tonight what I'm having for my 600 calorie meal on day 7. So let's go down to the kitchen and I'll show you guys what's on the menu tonight. So usually I like to cook meals that are easy to prepare and usually just something that you can pop in the oven and leave it for a few minutes. So tonight we're having pork steaks, garlic bread, and some mixed vegetables. So this is carrots, cauliflower and broccoli. So the meat is going in for 20 minutes now, and then I'll add the veggies and the garlic bread later for another 20 minutes. Dinner's looking good. We've got the veggies, garlic bread, pork steak. I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce as well, and this is 600 calories, so really decent sized meal. So I just finished dinner and I'm about to get ready for bed now, but before I do that I'm gonna have a dessert. And this is the SlimFast chocolate caramel treat, so it's part of the SlimFast snacks. So you can see it looks exactly like a chocolate bar and it tastes amazing. Just make sure there's no chocolate in my teeth. I'm gonna check back in tomorrow and then I'll let you guys know the results after my 7 days of being on the SlimFast challenge.
The next day.
It's results day, so I've weighed myself and I've taken my measurements after doing the SlimFast challenge for a full 7 days. So I want to share my results with you guys, but also just share some insights on how the challenge was for me and what was easy and what was maybe a bit more difficult. Starting with the results, because I know that's obviously what you are all waiting for. So I lost a total of 1.5 kilograms. 1.5 in 1 week. Like, that was just mind-blowing to me. And I didn't only lose weight, I also lost centimeters. So around my waist, I lost 0.5 centimeters. Around my hips, I lost 2 centimeters. And then around my thigh, I lost 0.8 centimeters. Now, I'm not expecting to continue losing this much weight because SlimFast themselves say that healthy weight loss is 500 grams to 1 kilogram. So I think this definitely has to do with my body just going into shock. So I definitely don't think I'm going to continue losing that much weight every week. I'm going to start with the pros, and firstly, the SlimFast eating plan is super easy. It's so straightforward, there's no bells or whistles, and I think it's something that someone that's really busy and doesn't have time to cook can really easily implement into their everyday life, and that's because of the meal replacements. I also really like that it's a combination of the meal replacements, but then you also have that 600 calorie meal that means that you are still eating real food. The last pro is that it's effective. I lost the weight, I lost centimeters, so you can't really say that it doesn't work. And like I said, I'm not expecting the weight loss of 1.5 kgs every week, definitely not. But if you look at the amount of calories you are taking in, combining that with the 30 minutes exercise every week, you should continue to lose weight. Of course, this diet isn't perfect, so let's get into the cons. I'm just gonna keep it straight and real. You do get hungry. I have to say it got easier towards the end of the week, and I got to a point where I could really manage it, especially if you just drink a lot of tea and water. But I have to say there was definitely a time every day that I felt quite hungry. Of course, with the meal replacements, it's also a bit limited. Even though the shakes and the bars both have different flavors, I did find myself getting a bit over the bar. The last con, I don't know if it's a bit unfair to include this because obviously I've only been doing this for a week, but I am concerned about the long-term results. This first week of drastic weight loss has really made me consider if it's actually going to be sustainable and if the weight will be kept off, because usually if you lose too much weight too quickly, you pick up that weight again really quickly. But that does also come down to you. You will have to make that lifestyle change. I hate that word, but you will have to keep in mind that you can't just suddenly start consuming that many extra calories again. So that's it from me for this video. I really hope you found it informative and interesting, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up down below. I would also really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel to help the Quirky Living family grow, and then you'll be kept up to date with my weekly videos. Thank you so much for coming on this weight loss journey with me, and then I'll see you guys again next week.